simply loitering on the street of New York. Seeing the people around you. Without any friend, without any means, practically just like a vagabond actually.
Prabhupada was staying in an office building, moving from one office to another.
Coldest winter in memory. The states of New York, federal disaster areas, 4 to 8 more inches tonight.
He had no idea what snow would be like. He never saw snow.
My ambition was to start a temple here in New York.
He was writing so many letters back to India, to industrialists asking for help or support. And he didn't receive one letter of encouragement or one letter of offer to help.
Here he was, 70 years old, and he's a stranger in a strange land.
Now that's a hammer.
That's something to be proud of.
Hey, you're all right.
What can I do? These people are after me and why that it is in sex and how they will accept it. How they will understand if they are big. They will say, please go home.
You have to imagine what it must have been like for him growing up in the 19th century in colonial India. The image of America was what was presented in Life magazine, and of this monstrous industrialized nation, rugged individualism and questioning authority. To think about bringing a message of self-control, of minimizing needs, of love for Krishna, love for God, must have been daunting. And yet that's what he had to do. Having been requested by his guru, go to the West and speak Krishna's message in the English language, spread this teaching around the world.
I took some of my books, Srimad Bhagavatam, and I was personally selling these books to the booksellers with great difficulty. New York is a very expensive city, but I'm not that. The whole stock and my typewriter, my table cloth, everything was stolen. In this way, I become very much depressed. And I was going to the shipping company when the next ship is going to India.
He did it 2 or 3 times. The clerk at the shipping counter, he asked him, well, Swamiji, you keep asking when the boat's going back, but you never actually go.
I was not very much hopeful that I wrote one poetry. Krishna, why you have brought me in this country? What can I do? But because you have brought me here, must be there is some purpose. All right, make me dance as you like.
Traditionally, Swami's yogis, Zen masters all moved uptown to the rich and were sponsored and funded by the rich, and you would find Krishnamurti living in elegant apartments on the Upper East Side with drawing rooms and French furniture, and here was Bhaktivedanta like in the depths of Calcutta, where the hippies were and where the acid heads were, and the freaks and the amphetamine heads and the meth monsters. So it seemed like he was actually bringing some kind of ray of song and light to the right place, the lower depths where it was needed.
Rather than being a hippie, I was more of a seeker, a spiritual seeker, because I didn't have long hair and I didn't really identify with the alternative and revolutionary movement. But there was something inside me that was searching for something else. The way I first met Prabhupada was I was on a crosstown bus in Manhattan on Grand Street and ran into a person that I knew, and this person on a scrap piece of paper gave me an address, and he said, "This is the address of an Indian Swami. He's lecturing 3 times a week, and I think you should go there." When I first met Prabhupada, I was very impressed with the fact that he was elderly and that he was very learned and that he was alone, and that made me feel like I really had to help.
I was wandering in the street, and some of the boys saw me, and gradually they came to me.
Then I asked Mukunda to find an apartment.
I went to the newsstand that carries the Village Voice, and I saw an advertisement for 26 2nd Avenue.
There had been a gift shop, matchless gifts. They were going to take the sign off the window after we told them, no, this is what we have is matchless gifts.
There was usually not more than about 7 or 8 people there. And some of them were seekers and hippies, and others were just coming to pick up on the vibes. And it was just kind of a motley assortment of people.
I just came in, and I was tired, and they said, if you're tired, go to sleep. Lay down here.
I mean, it's the first day?
Uh-huh.
One thing which usually happens, those who come like this, they come and they just never go. Once you come, you stay. Because the Swami has something which you are looking for.
They haven't got that peace and of mind or peace of the world which they are anchoring.
We thought that Prabhupada was a sincere person, devoid of hypocrisy, which people, especially young people, really do not like. And we didn't see any evidence of hypocritical teachings in anything that Prabhupada taught or anything that was part of his persona.
The marvelous thing about Prabhupada was that he was so, no other word but loving. He accepted them, he welcomed them into the temple.
Plus, he could cook like nobody's business. You know, the food was a slam dunk.
They came for love feast. And every Sunday I was giving nice food stall, at least 200 men. And daily at least 15, 20. I was cooking myself.
So not only was it delicious and healthy, but it would be something even sacred.
In the Gita, Krishna has told us what he wants us to eat, namely fresh fruits and grains. And so we have a very delicious meal here. It's very cheap. It goes a long way. It's quite easy to prepare. And we have a lot of fun.
When the first love feast occurred in the Bowery, Prabhupada's demeanor was as a very affable and happy host. And he seemed to always be smiling and encouraging people to take more and more and more and more. He was like a friend, and he was giving a party, and it was his party, and he just wanted everyone to be happy.
Prabhupada standing in line for the bathroom with the young men and serving them and washing the pots until someone finally asked after some time, maybe we could help you?
He put up with no nonsense, but he didn't expect them to be perfect. He expected them, if they wanted to stay, to make some effort.
We're here to learn. That's what we're doing. And we also, we have jobs to perform. We recently purchased a couple of mimeograph machines, and that's helping our printing.
Most of my students, they were under the spell of this LSD, but they are given up everything. They don't eat meat, they don't want wine, they don't want cigarettes, nothing.
Prabhupada laid down the law. If you really want to progress in spiritual life, this is the bare minimum. Live a clean life, chant every day, and you'll see the results.
My mission is to preach the philosophy of chanting Hare Krishna. This transcendental vibration is equally appealing to everyone without any question of language, nationality, creed or caste, because it is coming forth from the depth of the soul.
The first thing that it did for us was give us our method of chant, which is so powerful that it will work for anyone.
If I meditated on the word Raymond, that wouldn't be the same at all. The word Krishna is God.
You're singing, you're dancing, your mind is fully engaged in thinking about God. And what more can there be? This is the full aim of any kind of yoga.
Anyone who chants Hare Krishna, have you got the whole chant?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Some of the drug followers, they are functioning high on a low level, and we are functioning high, and we are functioning low on a high level. You get that? They're functioning high. They're this feeling, this sensual.
We had no idea about anything. Looking back at what we were, and the kinds of people that Prabhupada was trying to spread this movement through, I mean, we were a sorry bunch.